Okay guys, another boot installment. Last time we talked about the Rocky boots. This time I'm going to talk about another one of my absolute favorite pair of boots. Of all the ones that I've got right now, I've been using these probably longer than any others, and I'm on about my second or third pair of them. So I've got a lot of time in with these. Excuse me. That would be the Black Hawk Desert Ops boots. These are the Coyote brown ones. They've got them in black, coyote brown, and desert tan. These are the coyote ones. These are probably the excuse me, absolute most comfortable boots I've ever worn. I mean, they are just ridiculously comfortable on your feet. Great insole, great tread, very stable, but very cushioned. They're fairly lightweight. I've worn them in both hot weather and cold weather. I've never had a problem with my foot being really hot, and I've never had a problem with it being really cold either. And by cold, I mean not like Arctic cold, but you know, down in the low 30s, upper 20s maybe, that sort of thing. So, not going to drag on a whole long time about these. The first couple of pair that I had, the toe area right here and the heel area had a rough textured, like rubberized material on them, and they recently switched that to just the actual leather on the front and back that matches the rest of the boot. I really kind of liked the rubberized part on there. That was originally one of a number of selling points for me. I'm kind of indifferent to it at this point. I'd like to have it back, but it's not a deal breaker for me by no stretch of the imagination. There's conflicting reports on these as far as being waterproof and not being waterproof. My experience has been that they're not waterproof, but they do what we've talked about in the previous video. They dry out really quick. Now, they don't have any kind of ventilation or drainage vents on them, but the sides right here are Cordura, and they've got like it's similar to like a Drylex type lining in them. So they do dry out pretty fast. Probably my very first actual time out with them in real use was in a pretty intense 3-day training class up in Virginia, and it was pouring down rain and stayed in probably the mid 30s the whole time, and even at night was dropping down below freezing and everything was icing up. Feet were soaked and cold. You're cold and wet all over. Now, yes, my feet were cold, yes, they were wet, but they never got to the point of discomfort where you just couldn't function anymore. So in that regards, they did good. And overnight, they were almost completely dry by the next morning when I went to put them back on. So I've got 4 or 5 friends that have got these and have been using them for years. One particular friend is just ridiculously hard on boots. He can thrash them in a heartbeat, and he's had really good luck with the longevity and durability of his couple pair that he's went through. The price point on these is really attractive. Most places you can find them for about $120, give or take, which, considering the market, is a pretty good deal in my book. You could get 2 pair of these for the same cost, or just slightly more than 1 pair of, you know, some of the $200 plus boots. It does have a actual real Vibram made sole on it. That's kind of a big selling point for me. I'm a real big fan of Vibram soles. Just am. Not to say that there aren't other good ones out there. I'm just a big fan of those. Again, just repeating myself, these are just ridiculously comfortable boots. They're pretty good as far as a durability. Definitely good enough for preparedness purposes, that sort of thing. In fact, I'll wear these with a pair of blue jeans and a t-shirt just on a daily basis. They're more comfortable than tennis shoes to me. So, not a whole lot more to say about them. Give them a good thought. These are definitely on my recommended list. Buy 2 or 3 pair and have one to wear and a couple to stash away, and I think you'll be in good shape with these. Got a couple more on the list that we'll do next time, so we'll catch you then. Thanks.